Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
And we've got new vineyards going in literally as we speak. All weekend long, there's a crew out in Amargosa putting in another 3,000 vines.
Wow. So you're expanding all the way to Amargosa now?
Yes, we have vineyards now. When I say we, these are growers that are doing this on our behalf. We've got growers in Crystal Heights. We've got growers in Amargosa, which is getting to be quite large. And then we've got another grower in Dyer, which a lot of people don't know where that is, but it's called Fish Lake Valley. It's along the border of Nevada and California, and that is going to be a really, really premium grape growing area.
Is that a more humid area?
It's not more humid, it's just that it's a more moderate climate. They don't hardly ever hit 100 degrees. They get a nice cooling down in the evening, which grapes really like. The soil is perfect. We've had test plots out there for years. The test wines have proven to be of superb quality. So over the last 3 years, there's been about 10 or 12 acres have been planted out there. So they'll start producing heavily in about another year or two.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how long does it take them to yield?
2 to 3 years, you can start getting smaller crops, and then by about the 4th and 5th year, you're in full swing, and then they produce heavy crops every year.
Tell me about the crops right here.
The grapes that we grow here on site, our estate wines, are made with Syrah, also known as Shiraz. People are familiar with Shiraz. And then Zinfandel. Now, I want to be clear, that's red Zinfandel, dark red wine, not the pink, white Zinfandel that some people confuse it with.
And so you've been having these crops here for how many years?
Well, the Zinfandel, part of our Zinfandel crops were planted in the mid-1990s, but they were never used. We used them for the first time in 2005. And that's why we're responsible for producing the state of Nevada's first commercial red wine in state history. We released it in 2008. But we've expanded that vineyard in 2009. We also expanded and planted quite a bit of Syrah.
And I've noticed that the vineyards have expanded just around the winery right here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. We multiplied the vineyards that were here by probably about a factor of 5.
Speaking of expansion, the building has expanded too.
It has. You've noticed a little over a year ago, we expanded. We more than doubled the seating in our restaurant. We enclosed the patio. Floor-to-ceiling glass is very nice. You look out over the grounds, over the vineyard. It's terrific. So it's climate controlled year-round, so we get to use it all the time. We've got another private dining room now that holds about 24 people, and that's been a big help because the restaurant was literally busting at the seams.
So is the restaurant open during the grape stop?
It is, but only for lunch. We're not open for dinner. Yeah. I could never do that to my crew, to make them go through that crazy day and then be open for dinner service. So we're going to serve lunch from about 11:30 to 4 both days, but we'll be closed Saturday and Sunday night for dinner.